I'm a fanboy.
Boy,
Gone George Perez tonight.
trying, trying. George Pérez stuff tonight. George Pérez stuff tonight. George Pérez stuff tonight.
Well, we really forced the words in to fit that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Reid hasn't shown up yet. It's me and Scott right now. And if anybody else wants to jump in, you're welcome to. Just let me know. I can send you the link. But tonight we're remembering George Pérez. And if you ever have trouble saying it, just pretend like you're saying Paris, France. Because it's not Perez, it's Perez. George Pérez. Obviously, George is no longer with us. He passed away earlier this year. Tomorrow would have been his birthday, so we figured this would be a good time to draw some George Pérez stuff. Or draw in his style, or draw him, or I don't know what. I don't know what everybody else has got planned. I'm going to draw some of his characters that he created along with Marv Wolfman from the Teen Titans. I don't know. That's probably not the first place I saw him. I think Avengers was probably the first place I saw George. But then that I can remember. But I also probably have some like old Werewolf by not Werewolf by Night. What was the one he did? The Wolfman? No, he did one of the wolf characters. So I may have some of those that I didn't realize before I like paid attention to who people were.
Right.
But Avengers, I remember following him on Avengers, and then I followed artists more than I followed writers. So when he moved over to the X-Men, I followed him there. When he went over to DC and started drawing Teen Titans and Justice League, I went over there.
Right.
When he went over to CrossGen, I followed his stuff on CrossGen in Independent Studios. His Scarlet, what was Scarlet? Geez, I can't remember the rest of the name. Charlotte something. His like really short-lived Sirens comic. I think it was self-published. I want to say there was only 2 issues, maybe 3. It didn't really take off. His Wonder Woman run, that's like the seminal run. In fact, I've since bought the collected run, so I've got that 2-inch thick hardback book of all his Wonder Woman run. I think most people know him for his like crowded scenes, where he's got like 100 characters in a battle or whatever. When he did like Infinity War or the crossover between Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he's going to be missed in the art world, and he was a huge influence for me personally. So I took his death a little harder. But the good, well, not the good thing, but the thing that made it easier was that he was diagnosed,
right,
almost a year ago, and so he knew it was coming, and he just accepted it. So when he passed, it wasn't a shock. It's like okay, and he got the one thing that he got that a lot of artists don't get is he got to see the outpouring of love for him while he was in his last months.
Right.
And a lot of people, a lot of them, they die, and then everybody starts doing the outpouring. It's like, well, it's unfortunate they don't get to see that,
Right.
So, all right, let me take off the banner. I guess we should start drawing, Scott. I'll put myself front and center and try to hold the show visually, but you got to help me comment wise. How about you? Do you know George Pérez? He did some Batman stuff.
Yeah. Well, that was the first comic book I believe that I had, because one day my dad, we after like a ukulele lesson in Kaimuki, we went downstairs and there was a comic book shop, and we went inside, and my the first issue of Teen Titans, the all new Teen Titans, I believe, and I think that's the one I believe that's the one my dad picked up for me at that time. That was the first one that I got from George.
I got my camera fixed, by the way.
Yay! So no more pausing.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's the micro USB cable, but I replaced the cable and I updated the firmware. So and I've done a couple multi-hour streams already, so I know it works. Yeah. Did you get to meet him when he came out here for Amazing?
I mean, I don't think like, I mean, like ran into him kind of in that sense where it was just like, he was there and I saw him, right? But it wasn't like you know, I got to sit down and talk or anything like that with him when he was in Hawaii. But when we were in New York, we kind of got to. I guess Jackson was having a big conversation with him, and then I walked in on that conversation. Oh, dude, it's George Pérez. He was all he was all like oh hey how's like real hey how's it going, and, real um like happy to be there kind of thing. And
Yeah,
then,
that's one of the things. Like when he came out to Hawaii, I got to spend the day after convention before he had to fly out. We drove around the island together, and
right.
then I dropped him off at the airport. And it's how they say you shouldn't meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you and they turn out to be like assholes or whatever. It's like he couldn't be more of a nice guy.
Yeah.
He was like the perfect representative for the industry. Like you couldn't ask for, and he loved his job. He loved comics. He loved his fans.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Have you seen those pictures of him where he's at cons and you have the like people, the DC cosplayers, I guess, right? They're lined up and
he's done several of those. Yeah,
he's doing that Superman holding Supergirl. I mean, like somebody's in the Superman outfit, right? And he's holding and George is laying in his arms like that Supergirl and that from the Crisis
and then like you always see him in the Aloha shirts, right? And his wife made them. Right. His wife made his shirts. His wife was in theater, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, I was so happy to get to spend a day with him. And John and I, we took him to dinner one night while he was here. Unfortunately, his wife didn't come with him, so it was just him. But,
wow.
It was I'm glad I got to do it. I'm not one of those guys, like I don't take a lot of pictures. You see like people that take pictures at conventions. I'm horrible about that. And me probably even better about it, but it's like the way I got to do this is I found out he was coming and I messaged him. I said, hey, look, I know this sounds kind of stalkery, but you're coming to town if you're up for it. My friends and I would take you out to dinner. And I figured his wife was coming, so I was like, you and your wife, we'll take you out. But and he agreed to it. Now the other thing is like, and this is one of the things I loved about him too, is his mentality when he went to the conventions. Like, and this is, I think, kind of the same way. Although I'm certainly not at his level, and I never will be. But he would sit down at his table and he wouldn't get up until he was done. And like his reasoning was, they're paying me a lot of money to be here. People are coming to see me. He's like, he felt like he owed it to them to do this. Triton's antlers. I don't know why his antlers are yellow. They look weird. I think I don't know that they're technically antlers. powers, but he's got these things sticking out of his head.
Hmm.
Trigun, you know who Trigun is, right?
Yes.
Uh, Raven's demonic dad.
Not the TV show or again the red jacket.
Okay, I see.
That's Trigun. This is Trigun with an O. Let's see. I'm not sure what this. How this.
You know, he's like, I think he has a bunch of very, I don't want to say iconic, but it's like, like there are certain comic book covers that you see every now and then, and it's like you kind of it's I don't want to say if it's iconic but that's
No, iconic is a good word.
like oh, what am I
The
thinking?
Infinity Gauntlet is one. The Death of
Right.
Supergirl.
Right. Um, the well, I'm doing right now. I think it was Justice League JLA Avengers number 4. I think it's number 4 with Superman on the cover holding the shield and Mjolnir.
Hmm.
Mjolnir. I don't like that thing. I hate that name. Mjolnir. Did you see or at least the clip of the Teen Titans Go episode where the Teen Titans met him?
In the comics or in the anime?
The cartoon, yeah.
No, I didn't. I think John told me about it. Tell me about it.
No, well, I mean, I forget. It was just one of these moments where, like, I forgot what they were trying to do. They're trying to get a better story, or they're trying to continue, or something like that. And so they were walking, and they run into Perez and Wolfman, right? And they kind of, I think, who got a couple of them got excited, and a couple of them didn't know who they were. So I think like Cyborg kind of had to explain who they were, and like, oh, they did this and this and this, and rattling down, and then like the two of them, Perez and Wolfman, were all like kind of like I think they were excited too to run into fans. It's very. It kind of seemed like in character for them.
We have viewers. Nobody's saying anything though. If you're watching, come say hi.
Oh, say hi.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of red ink. Trigun's skin is red, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, are familiar, this is the character I'm drawing right here. This is Trigon, and he is her father. She must take after her mother. But this is the antler things I was talking about. I don't know. It looks weird. I think they should be like a different color because it's the same color as his hair.
Like Kelly Jones' Batman ears.
That's not where that's going to fall.
Wanted. Drawing. Did you did you see the new Black Adam trailer?
I see the new Black Adam trailer. Yeah, of course. You have to ask.
I don't know. I mean, like you guys ask me stuff like that. It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't see that yet.
Well, yeah, you don't watch stuff, but I watch all this stuff. What'd you think?
I wish there was more Doctor Fate stuff going on in there. I mean, like we got to see more of Doctor Fate.
Well, it's not a Dr. Fate movie.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I mean,
I think the hope would be that they give him enough meat to work on because he's. I mean, I like The Rock. Don't get me wrong, but Pierce Brosnan's an actor. Yeah.
They said that Doctor he said something about that, like Doctor Fate's going to be really good. Don't worry about it, type of thing. I'm like, okay, but it seemed like it changed the story already.
Yeah, like I hope they give him enough to do.
Right.
It's like have you been watching Kenobi? No, that's right. You don't have Disney.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Kenobi series, and I mean, I still have issues with it, but acting wise, I mean, what's his name? Kenneth Branagh. I think that's right. Kenneth Branagh, right? He's playing Kenobi. He's an actor, so I mean, even though there's some writing issues, he makes the scenes work.
Hmm.
Oh, here's let me show you the commission I just finished up.
Cool.
A little Hawaiian flavor to it there with Moana and Hey.
Yeah.
And then you look at I mean, they don't have too many of these. But although I live out here in the countryside of the island, so there's still some Quonset huts on this side. But if you go out into the Waianae Farms area, you can still find some Quonset huts. But these used to be pretty common on the island, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with
The
that.
aluminum siding, like the World War II era.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Or sheet metal, whatever, corrugated sheet metal. So they, now they're all rusted and full of holes. But
once upon a time.
So we'll have that there, and then I figured, let's see, we'll put down Raven. Let's see, it's weird because her cow is weird. I wanted to incorporate her into this, and that also means I have to use a lot of blue, and because she's all blue, he's all red. So I'm putting that right here. You're a Star Trek guy, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you been watching Strange New Worlds?
Not yet. Actually, I mean, like I don't. It's weird, but I've been watching a lot of older stuff, so I haven't really watched a lot of the, like every time if there's a Law and Order SVU marathon, like seasons 1 through 12, I'll watch that usually. And then, like this past weekend, I was binge watching Seinfeld for whatever reason.
Well, I'll tell you, I've watched the first 3 episodes, and I was watching the 4th one earlier today, but I was kind of tired, so I wasn't. I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I don't think I got it.
Right.
Because I was kind of tired and not paying full attention. But it's the best Trek that I've seen in a long time.
The best Trek outside of Orville.
It's the best Trek.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, because it's technically Trek now. I mean, Orville does a real good job. Orville's the best Next Generation sequel.
Right.
But Strange New Worlds is a basically a prequel to the original series, right?
Right. Piking on them, right?
Pike, yeah.
Yeah.
But they've got a young Uhura. Uh, they've got Spock is still
The guy from the other show.
no, oh no, wait, from
Is that not him?
I don't know if it's the same actor.
Oh,
I gave up on that show about halfway through the first season. You're talking about
Discovery.
Discovery, right? Yeah, STD, right? Star Trek.
Yeah.
Did they not? They had to have known what acronym they were making when they did that, right?
Wow. Yeah.
It's, um, Star Trek STD. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's the same Spock from that or not because he came in after I kind of dropped off the show. Because I had problems with that. It's like, oh, they're trying to be an edgy Star Trek. It's like, okay, whatever. Like the same reason I didn't watch the Teen Titans show. you know, yeah, people loved it, but it just wasn't for me.
It's like the a lot of stuff, right? It's like it's not funny, so I'm not gonna watch it. So I don't know why you getting up and don't get all hooked up with me if I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of ink too. He's drawn so much in shadow.
Yeah.
I forgot all about his the. Wait, did he do the Teen Titans X-Men crossover?
Um,
Or that's
I,
John Byrne something.
let me double check.
Nope.
Walt Simonson was the penciler.
Hmm. They they really haven't done any of these big crossovers in a while. The GLA Avengers was the last one, maybe early 2000s.
Yeah, I think the legal gets tougher now that they had the movies and stuff.
Oh,
Everybody's a little more protective with the properties, and
uh,
why we can't have nice things. It's all about
yeah.
money.
in the in the 90s, they had Batman teaming up with everybody. I think, right? Because he teamed up with Judge Dredd, Punisher, Daredevil, Spider Man, Spawn, Captain America, Grendel, um, the Predator. Well, that wasn't team up, but yeah.
Greetings.
All right, this thing's got boots on it. Imagine trying to be a little more correct.
Ooh, looks like it.
Okay, I think I got. Oh, it's I gotta put some stuff on the top of the staff first, and then I can start inking. So the staff has like a dragon atop it, and then the dragon's tail seems to be wrapping. No, that's not the dragon's tail. The dragon's got a tiny tail. Okay, so what is that? I forgot what I'm drawing here. The head. This dragon looks goofy. Um, yeah, zoom in for a second.
Wow. What do you see on his?
He's like, like, what is that? It's got like a rounded face. Like, I don't know. We'll have to do something about that. Obviously, I don't have a lot of. It's not very big on my drawing either, so I don't have a lot of information to work with, or that I can put in. Okay, so that's that. I don't know what this thing is, but it looks like it wraps around
Cancelled.
pole. Get thinner and wider apart as it goes down. You watch Teen Titans Go, right?
Uh,
Especially when I was in the hospital. Oh man, on Cartoon Network, like 23 hours a day or something. Oh,
Big brush out here. No, my big brush. One thing I was kind of disappointed with that Black Adam trailer,
hmm
they didn't show um, the ladies, or did they? Or did I miss it?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they got around to that or something. But like they were kind of because like Doctor Fate was really fast, Hawkman was really fast. Adam
Adam,
was kind of cool because it was
Adam
like
that's Adam Smasher, right? Not
right.
Adam.
Well, I mean they were calling him Adam for a while, and then I guess they had to call him Adam Smasher to differentiate because when the '60s rolled around, that's why they had all the scientific. They went from magic. Everybody went from magic and stuff to scientific type of stuff, science. Like why Alan Scott went from Green Lantern went from being a magical thing to becoming, from outer space.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. It's tough because the science used to be like hokey science, that very like 50s sci-fi kind of stuff.
Right.
And as much as we appreciate what Kirby did, he was very much in that era where it was like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. But okay. have to get some more thick emojis. And almost dead. Whew, okay, back to medium. Time is it? 7:30. It's too early for her to be telling me to check the plans. My daughter. You know where she's at. Let's just stick away from doing that. It looks right with this pen. Let's go ahead and thicken it up. Sorry, hit the camera with the head. Oh, we got quiet all of a sudden. What happened?
I'm a cowboy. Quiet.
Decided I'm going to take the last month of June off from work. I'm gonna try and finish my comic book.
What project is that?
What's that?
You working on a project?
Yeah, I started it like 5 years ago. Never got around to finishing it. So I'm gonna try and get it done. I'll probably come in with a thinner black and add some hatching. Okay. The idea now.
Raven.
Yeah. Her, so I didn't sketch in was the ravens on her. What you call these things? What are the discs that hold the cape in place? What are they called?
Gummits.
I don't think that's right. But we'll go with that.
Tonight.
Loincloth thing going on here. I'm gonna raise my camera up because I keep threatening to hit it with my head. Trying to get clearance. I don't have to worry about hitting the camera all the time with my head. It's because I got a fat head, folks. Sorry.
Oh. Shaboom. Shoot guy.
So kind of like a live good caveat.
Right back.
Okay. Now the reflections I'm sketching in here really don't make any sense. I'm just kind of imitating George's shading on his ones he did. I'm gonna have to get my. Notice the hole has bent. And the staff is bent. So what can I do to fix that?
Okay. So if it's just covering the wrist, it's a bracer, right? Not a gauntlet. Right. I think a bracer is a further one.
You got different bracers on each side. One's got like a big band, and the other's like a series of rings. Did you play D&Ds again? Or do you play D&D?
Yeah, we play every Sunday night.
Because that's how I got my armor vocabulary, most of it, you know.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Learning about what a pauldron is and greaves, all because of D&D. Keep leaning back to make sure I'm right. Fairly right.
I'm on it.
Should I put some of the background music on?
Uh, yeah.
It gets repetitive.
Yeah, there's that. It's better than constant cowboys. It's yours around. Is our one fan watching?
I don't know. You talking about on Twitch?
Oh no, well, we have a fan on Twitch.
Well, Guitar, who's jumped in with us a couple times.
Oh,
I don't know if Guitar is watching or not. He actually joined me in my stream the other night. It was nice. Nice to have company. Turn this book. Slide the book down so I can reach.
What is the slideshow thing going on in the little corner?
It's just different George Pérez pieces.
Oh,
Yeah, figured that'd be a nice touch to have when we're doing the George Pérez stream.
yeah.
After we start playing in the background. And sometimes when I'm doing my own streams, I have some of my own art playing there, but not about me tonight.
Yeah. George Pérez. Is today also Ghostbusters Day?
What's that?
Is today also Ghostbusters Day?
Oh, I don't know.
I think today might be Ghostbusters Day. I know they had the celebration this past weekend.
I know Spider-Man turned 60 this month.
Yeah, but nobody likes Spider-Man. Jackson got to sign the birthday card for the 50th, I think it was, in New York.
Well, that's cool.
The 50th birthday, yeah.
It's, for Marvel or for Stan or for who?
No, I guess they're doing a 50th thing at the New York Comic Con, and so there was a big like a big card in like the lobby or the area of the Marvel booth, and so like had all the people going up there and just signing it and stuff like that, writing little things to it.
That's cool I know that's cool for Scott. I mean for Jackson.
Yeah.
That's cool for him. He got to be part of that. Those of you watching, if you don't know, Jackson's a huge Spider-Man fan.
But nobody likes Spider-Man.
So mean.
It's not as fun if he's not around for that.
Huh?
Because I don't get the return when nobody likes Batman.
Nobody likes Batman. Because I'm Batman.
Batman is the world's greatest hero.
Is he though?
Yeah. Like, I think Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man are like the big three worldwide.
I think you'd have to have Wonder Woman. Because the Trinity is huge.
Right. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I was just saying those are the big three. But then, of course, to me, it's always the Trinity is always the so one time years ago, and I hope we don't get like, but so some Mormons visited the house, and I invited them in. And was it the Mormons? We're talking about the Trinity, and then I started talking about Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman instead. And I was like, oh,
And they look at you goofy.
well, I mean, like because I think I mean like I mean I understand their thing is to try to convert me, and it's like sorry guys, I mean I'm willing to like invite you guys in and stuff, but
You had to tell them you're a DC-tarian. I want to have, because I've got her cape blowing this way, I'm going to have this side of his hair blown out. I got to stitch it in real quick before I get. I didn't think about that before I got to this point. Come on, ruler, stay out of the way. There we go. Roughly, so I know that. It's two, because I don't have an ear on that side. Let's see. Correct, but let's see. It's going to be about there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, right field hair, antler. Okay. Shoulder's going to be. This one folds out more. This one's got to flow more down. These things. It's interesting. You look at George was not really too much older than me. I think he was about 8 years older than me.
hmm.
But the design influences, you can see like um, the serial sci-fi shows like Flash Gordon and stuff.
Right.
But you can see the influences, like where the designs came from.
Oh yeah, June 8th is Ghostbusters. June 8th, 1984 had Ghostbusters and Gremlins released on the same weekend. That must have been a weekend.
All right. Let's see. Got to fake the staff parts up here. I had the staff where the coils like slope down more as they got farther down, but I've got to put them straight up and down now, or horizontal rather. More horizontal. And make up some dragon detail here. Can't give him that rounded nose. That just looks weird. Okay, I think we got Raven. I should put the bird things on our disc. Get a bird. Look out. Got to look up Raven's disc thingies. Maybe a close up of Raven. Tell it's some kind of bird or a bird, presumably a raven, but I can't quite make out the shape.
Nevermore.
It's more of a full body thing. So we put head. And I don't know if the heads go the different directions or not, but I'm going to have them looking in at each other. There's a old myth in the military, right? Because you have the petty officer crows, like for a Navy petty officer. Not a crow, it's an eagle, but call them crows. Are facing in different directions. So during peacetime, they said you should wear them so they're facing each other. And then during wartime, you switch them so they're facing away from each other.
Oh.
That's just myth, but makes for a nice myth. Although you'll have the people that swear, no, it's real. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's not in the rules.
A little dance. Make a little love.
Okay. Let's go to. Let's all go to the lobby. No, that's not a minute. Pin line? Any pin lines? Okay.
You have to go check on your thingy.
Probably. You want to come up and draw for a bit? I'll put you top.
Okay, I guess.
All right. Okay, I'll mute myself for a second. I just got to check on some.
Okie dokie. You want to see emo? Emo. Hey. Go sleep. Go sleep.
Good man, Scott. Thanks for holding the fort. Okay. I'll take you back off. I know the pressure for you.
Oh my goodness.
All right. What'd I miss? Anything?
Emo got up,
Who?
snoring, making noise.
Oh, you're
The other guy, the other robot.
how many robots you got?
2.
Gotta find a pen that I can see. Just a little sharp. Try that. Hey, I can see it. Yay. This is gonna be so much ink. I'm doing the Cowboy Bebop. All right. It's time to erase some pencils out.
You erase pencils?
Well, when I'm using marker inks, I prefer to because they can mess up the nibs.
Oh,
The graphite fuses to the ink in the nibs and it ruins the nibs.
nibs.
Not generally a good idea to marker over pencils. At least not with the Copics. Using the YR00, I think. And you see, hopefully, got some juice in there. All right. What time are we looking at? 8:20. You know, probably only get one piece done tonight. Going slow today.
Yeah, me too. I showed my thing earlier.
Okay. What were you drawing? Can you tell me?
Superman and Nightwing.
All right. Did people like it? Did they say anything?
No, it was crickets.
Crickets. Oh well. Okay, I may need to refill my pen. Since it's dry, I can kind of use it to do the muscle striations, and then I'll refill it. And heal it more quickly. Give me a second to find my. Hopefully, I have a read for this YR00. Oh, it's not 00, it's 09. A lot. Do I have a refill for this color? Well, that's not good. Well, hell. Okay, I don't have a refill for that. But it's correct. YR09 to the YR68. Weird. Go from one pen that's just about dead to one that's almost too juicy. streaks from the other one. Did you read the Teen Titans comic with Mark Wolfman and George Pérez?
I read a bunch of them when I was younger.
So did you read the arc with Wilson Slade and Tara, where she infiltrated them?
I vaguely remember that one. I remember the Jericho when he turned on them. I can't remember some of those earlier stuff.
Yeah, the one of the things they glossed over, which is, and it's one of these things you don't realize till you're older, and say, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't right. It's like the Wilson Slade Tara relationship, because she was underage. Now in the comics, he's a much brighter red, but because I'm drawing on tan paper, I can't get that bright red. Have to live with it like it is. And this is white, yellow. Let's see. Yellow's another tough one that's hard to do on tan paper. I have to do like the brightest yellow I can. And then it still gets dulled down.
Her brother, I think, Tara's brother. That's Geoforce.
Okay.
Well, just because I remember, like, he was in the he was originally one of the Outsiders, yeah. When it was Batman and the Outsiders.
I will take your word for it. I mean, I read the Batman and the Outsiders, but I don't have it committed to memory. And I assume if it's Batman related, you know what you're talking about.
I like to hope so. I mean, and luckily so far I haven't been like oh, somebody said something, then I disagreed, and then it's like, oh shoot, I was wrong.
At least the coloring goes quicker than the actual drawing part. Generally. I sent Tori the image of her H's for Howl's Moving Castle commissions. She likes it. So another satisfied customer.
So that's for her personal book she's doing.
Yeah, she's expecting here, so she's making. She twist a bunch of artist friends to make up a alphabet. I got H for Howl's Moving Castle.
Is it all anime based?
Well, she's really into Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, the game, and then some animes. So a lot of people got like Chrono Trigger stuff, and I think that's what John got. He was doing Chrono Trigger stuff. I never played Chrono Trigger, so I don't know any of the. He's like, he's drawing these characters. Like, who's that? So I don't know nothing about that game. Let's see. Her discs are white. Okay, so no color there.
I'll be right back.
Richard blue. That's a good dark blue. It's a little bit lighter. Okay, so the combination of these two should be good. That's her shoulder. Naked. One of these days, when I clean out my office, I'm going to have to build a bigger lip on the bottom of my drafting table and then lean the table farther this way so I don't have to get that. It's like keystoning the way I draw right now. This one. I'm still here.
Yay.
Up to now 8 hours and 32 minutes. Yeah, definitely not going to get to a second piece tonight, I don't think. Or else it's going to be like a 5-minute sketch.
Well, you did last week, right?
Well, I had like 18 minutes last week. 18 minutes is quick, but it's still a reasonable amount of time to get something sketched. 5 minutes, not so much.
Mm.
I keep hearing this dog squealing in the neighborhood. I don't know whose it is. Can you hear it?
I hear something.
there's this dog couple, a male and a female, that wander around the neighborhood. I don't know if they ran away or what, but they always look bedraggled. So if I see them, they're very friendly. So I like feed them and give them water, and then they'll go on their merry way.
They're lucky.
I may need to run off again in a second. So my wife's outside pollinating the plants. What's that? See, red lipstick. White pencil for the majority of the white, and then a white paint pen for where I want really bright white.
Really bright white.
I mean, the pencil's pretty bright as is, but the paint pen's even brighter. So we talk about light, reflections and stuff. There's the very shiniest areas. That's a specular highlight. So like the wetness in your eyes, when you see that white dot.
Right, right.
That's a specular highlight. So something with a high specularity is very shiny.
Speculate. New word today.
Kind of the opposite of specularity is like diffusion, diffuse. Where
Right,
it
okay.
scatters light instead of bouncing it back. So like a piece of felt would be diffuse, because the light just kind of hits it and scatters.
Right. Yeah, so what does it get scattered or get absorbed? It's felt, right?
Yeah. So the pencil I'm using is a Prismacolor PC938. And I like it. It's because it does give a nice bright white. I will caution anybody that wants to use these though. The lead is super soft. So if you use it a lot, you're going to go through them quick. I buy them by the dozen now.
Wow.
And I just realized I didn't put his belt strap thing here. I wonder if I could fix that or not. Probably not. Kind of a defining characteristic, though. Let's see how good the coverage is here. Might be able to do like a white pen and then go over with the white pencil to knock the brightness back down. This weekend, I plan to stream on my own channel just to commemorate Spider-Man.
Spider who?
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
I'm going to be posting about it either today or tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow. But the offer is something I did for the Wonder Woman anniversary too. Is I'll draw somebody as Spider-Man. Obviously, I won't put the mask on him because then you wouldn't tell it's them. But I'll put him in the costume and maybe pat the mask down. So if you follow my Facebook page, be on the lookout for that post. The only catch is you got to send me your reference photo and your best Spider-Man pose. I may get, depending on how many I get, will determine how big I draw them.
What if everybody sent you the same pose?
I still have different faces.
You're right. Okay, well,
But I'm not too worried about everybody sending me the same pose because everybody's got different bodies.
well, okay.
And even if they tried the same pose, their physical limitations just based on the bodies. One second, I'm going to sharpen my pencil. Like I said, the leads are super soft, so they wear down very quick. So if you do a lot of tone paperwork, like I do, then I really recommend these Prismacolor PC 938s. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out if I want to try and do this belt. I don't know if I can fake it or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come onto the printed page and try and make a belt by doing a pencil and then a paint pen and see if it's opaque enough to cover everything underneath it. So, okay, the paint pen's opaque enough, but I think I probably need to go in the other order, right? So if I do the paint pen first, let that dry. I guess we'll go for it. I'll probably end up messing it up, but let's see. Belt. So we'll take the paint pen. Nothing where the belt goes. I've got to let that dry before I try to do anything with the pencil or the outlines around it. And while that's drying, I can use the paint pen to put in bright white spots. think my paint pen is wearing out. Oops. Stuck my finger in there, didn't I? Ooh, squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite white. Maybe when it dries a little bit more, I can try going over with pencil again. Um, put some. Blind hand jumping on me. Lighter blue through her eyes.
Paris.
Okay, 23 minutes. No, 13 minutes. Can I do something in 13 minutes? I don't know. Probably not. I'll just continue working on this. Throw some gray into the staff to give it some shape. I think there's bracers on this side. Put some gray in there. I'm slacking tonight. One drawing. Don't I normally at least do two?
That's technically two. There's two characters then.
I guess. I'm trying to think. One. They kind of did well, yeah, but I didn't do a full color on that one. So that was two characters, but well, same two yeah, two renditions of the same character actually, but
I gotta upload last week's picture ones.
or something. Put some highlights in the hair. Give the hair some body. There we go. Body. Like Fabio. Okay, I think we'll call that done.
Looks good.
We got Raven and her dad. Oh, I gotta put some flesh tone in her shoulder. That's what I missed. 1 hour, 0. I can actually add some more shadow in her. Let's see. See, I'm carrying that dog or something.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. It's crying.
I want to just find out what's wrong with it. You know, what are they doing to that dog? It doesn't sound happy.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay, it's just me and you tonight, Scott. Reid never showed up.
Yeah.
Reid, let me bring you up. Scott, let me bring you up so you show me what you did. We might wrap up early. I don't know. It's oh yeah, that's definitely the George Pérez cover. And Dr. Light, right?
Dr. Light.
And the old Disco Nightwing.
Disco Era Nightwing.
Yeah, those collars. You were actually conservative with the collar. they're way bigger.
Yeah.
I've drawn the character before. I know. It's like, Jesus. All right. Is that it? The one page?
Yeah.
One page tonight. All right. It's okay. I mean, I was slacking too. And there's my George Pérez characters, Trigon and Raven. And I guess that's all, folks. Let's see. Next week. What do we want to do next week?
It's coming out next week.
What's coming out next week?
Anything coming out or?
Not that I can think of. Because Thor doesn't come out for a while yet. Unless you want to draw Top Gun stuff, which is already out. I don't feel like drawing jets.
It's a Ron thing. Up to Ron. Ron
Yeah.
didn't come in and say anything tonight.
We need Ron Cataguy if we're going to do planes. Obi-Wan is episode 5 next week. Stranger Things, we could do Stranger Things.
I could do Stranger Things. I haven't seen the last 2 seasons though, but I can try to.
Go watch the last 2 seasons. You got 7 days to do it.
Oh man.
Well, season 4 is only half the season. Volume 1, so it's the first 7 episodes of season 4. And then it's the volume 2 will be 3 episodes, I think, but one of them's like 2.5 hours long.
Oh yeah. I heard about that one.
Right. So Stranger Things next week.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, sounds good. Stranger Things next week. And if you like Spider-Man, you can catch me on my own channel during Spider-Man a couple days from now. Ron says working and listen at the same time. Yeah, but
Oh. We miss hearing Ron's written voice.
All right. Let's say aloha.
Aloha. Thank you.
Aloha.
See you guys next week.
Okay.
Same bad time.